I'm Commissioner Raquel Regalado, and thank you for spending your lunch break with us. As a former school board member, I love ed, and there's so many great things about our government that we want to educate you about before it's a problem. So this is a series where we deep dive into all things Miami-Dade County, bring along our partners, and share some knowledge and some opportunities with you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Alejandro, and thank you for District 7 for this wonderful opportunity. Today is extremely special because if you didn't get a chance to do what you wanted to do during Valentine's Day, we're hoping to give you some options here. We have a great lineup happening at your Miami-Dade County Parks Department. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the region and the county with our Parks Department, our governance and the leadership there. And then I'm going to take you through a timeline of Miami-Dade County Parks, past and present. So let's look at this incredible region of Miami-Dade County. As you know, we serve an estimated of 2.8 million. Of those, 1.4 are the unincorporated county residents, and we also serve the 34 incorporated municipalities. Looking at the map here, we are one of the largest and most diverse park system in the nation. And I'm probably going to repeat that several times because it's truly unique. We do also serve, as of last year, 28 million visitors to this beautiful region. And if you look at this map, there's something really unique about it. And we're going to jump into that uniqueness. So I'm going to, let me see here. So I forgot to mention something. So the presentation is for the love of parks. In the middle of your screen, you see a little heart icon. We have a couple of those hidden throughout the presentation. So when we do our question and answer, if you want to share how many hearts you find throughout the presentation, that will be neat. And I'll want to make sure that you enjoy the pictures of this presentation. But you see that icon right in the middle? And we're going to jump into that unique feature right in our own backyard. So if you look at this map, to the east of us, we have Biscayne National Park. And then to the west of us, we have the Everglades. Miami is the only city in the United States nestled in the middle of 2 national parks. And this is truly unique, and it's here in our own backyards. So in today's presentation, if you need a redo of your Valentine's Day, we've got you covered. Just looking at this map, whether you're aiming for a scenic city stroll, or putting your toes in the sand and a park beach, or you just want to get lost in a very cute way and take those cute wilderness adventure photos, Miami-Dade County Parks connects you to nature's best backdrops, with areas connected to vast networks of parks and trails suited for every type of activity. Not only for us humans, but imagine the migration of birds through these 2 national parks, through our pocket parks, through all the municipalities. Right now, we just ended our winter migration where you saw all the birds lined up in the power lines. Well, Miami and Dade County offers just the beautiful backdrops to this fly in and fly out for the migration. And of course, the other wildlife that we share this beautiful county with. Don't forget about the heart. I spy a heart. Next, let's talk a little bit about our governance of our Miami-Dade County Park System. We are a 2-tier park system. You know, we operate serving both our residents and our visitors, but this 2-tier system, one of the things that I want you to look at your communities and see, what are those parks that you would consider a regional park, a heritage park, our beaches and our special areas like Zoo Miami, Deering Estate, Prudence Spice Park. These are our area-wide parks. These are the parks that you're going to find special events at, where they have historical significance, where both tourists and residents spend a lot of their recreational time at. I'll mention a few of our regional parks. We have Tropical Park, we have Homestead Bayfront Park, we have Tamiami Park. Those are the large regional parks. I am going to spend a little bit of time talking about our 7 heritage parks as well, but that's what considered that first tier of our park system. Then we have our local parks. These are our pocket parks, which where we meet the recreation of our residents for that 10-minute walk to a park, possibly a 5-minute walk. In some neighborhoods, it's a simple open the door and the park is right across the street. So our mini parks, our neighborhood parks, our community parks, where we're serving about 1.4 million of the UMSUM residents. So we have these two-tier park system, and again, one of the largest and most diverse in the nation. And for the love of parks, I call this guiding document Article 7, the love letter of parks. This Article 7 really focuses on the impact, the power of parks. And through this policy, it was voted that our residents in 1993 really embraced the fact that all parks shall be held in the trust for the education, pleasure, and recreation of the public. And this shall be used to and be maintained in a manner which will leave them unimpaired for the public's irreplaceable heritage, enjoyment for future generations. They shall be protected from commercial development and exploitation, and their natural landscape, flora and fauna, and scenic beauties shall be preserved. So, in today's presentation, this guiding document is what I call the Parks Love Letter. We are honored to be able to serve the community and really maintain the beauty of these greenscapes and blueways within our Parks Department here in Miami-Dade County. And of course, this policy is really embedded in our mission and our vision and our value and the other guiding documents that was adopted by our BCC. Some of the other guiding principles, we just don't pop up parks, we just don't add elements without really hearing the voice of the community. We do leisure service interviews with our community, with our teams, and we really look at the comprehensive development master plan that expresses the county's objectives and policies on how it is intended to develop these public spaces. It includes the 13 adopted elements, right? And one of the things that I want to share with you is within these guiding documents, there are specific ROS, which is the recreation and open space elements, which are critical to how we look at elements that are added and how parks are developed. In the ROS, the recreation and open space elements, we address the open spaces in the facilities to make sure that we provide that recreational opportunity for everyone, right? And that is a priority. Yes, please enjoy your lunch. This is a lunch and learn, so please enjoy your lunch. The elements also include the goals, objectives, and policies that guide our Parks Department. By the way, our acronym for our Parks, Recreation, and Open Spaces in the county, you might also see us referred to as PROS, Parks, Recreation, and Open Spaces, right? So we work in regards to the park level of service, the access and equity standards, the development of capital improvement, park classifications. For example, what makes it a dog park and a dog-friendly park? In a dog-friendly park, you're welcome to bring your fur friend and fur family member on a leash. Then we have our dog parks that you could freely, off a leash, have your pets enjoy either a large section of a dog park or a small section of a. So how are we classifying these as part of these guiding principles? Our conservation and natural areas management plans, these are critical to maintain these beautiful wildlife corridors, right? That I showed you earlier, just combining and that vast networks of park trails that connects those two national parks. And how are we conserving those? Well, that's happening through the management plans here at our Parks Department. And then, of course, the network of trails and public spaces, not only for the county parks, but we also work with our municipalities to ensure that we are a seamless network of trails from community to community and neighborhoods, as well through our trail system. The Parks and Open Space Master Plan, also known as our OSMP, is a vision. It's a guiding principle that was adopted. All of these elements that guide the existing and future development of the county. So I wanted to make sure to share those. All of these documents can be found in our Miami-Dade.gov website, also through our park website found in the county website with the / Miami-Dade.gov/parks. The next section, I'm gonna dedicate a little bit to our parks and open spaces. This is our 50-year community vision. Article 7, I call our love letter, and this to me is our 5-year engagement. And with this open space master plan, although it's a 50-year plan, our department also looks at trends. We listen to our community and the needs. A prime example, pickleball. When this 50-year vision was created, pickleball was something that Miami-Dade County might have not considered, but through the voice of our community, we realized that pickleball is something that we can incorporate. So we look at our open space master plan, we listen to what our community wants, our needs, and then we also look at trends within the park profession. And through the vision and the principles, we're able to add elements to our park. But through this open space master plan, we have the vision for parks, public spaces, natural and cultural areas, greenways and blueways, and complete streets. Once we look at a quick little timeline of how our parks department first started, it really was through these complete streets and planting trees along the tree side. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then the principles that guide the development of parks, I think, is incredible. Making sure that it's seamless, that it's beautiful, accessible to all, serving equality, sustainability, and multiple benefits. These are the principles of our Miami-Dade County Parks and Open Spaces System Master Plan. Again, I call this the 50-year engagement plan, and we continue to review it, revise it to meet the needs of our community. Once again, all of these documents are made available at Miami-Dade.gov, our website. Jumping into the third section of this presentation, I want to take you through a quick timeline of Miami-Dade County Parks. During the 1930s, after the war and under President Roosevelt, under the U.S. Civilian Conservation Corps, they helped build our parks here in Miami-Dade County. Many of our local roads, our tree planting, building parks, and conserving natural resources goes back to the 1930s, bringing those young men back into the community and beautifying public spaces. And we have 7 heritage parks in Miami-Dade County. So if you're looking to explore Miami-Dade County through the park lens, I really want to challenge you to visit our 7 heritage parks. I want to share those with you today because they do carry the heritage of parks. They are a testament of the county's rich history and cultural heritage. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and I'm going to walk through those 7 heritage parks. So if you need a redo on Valentine's Day, or, we could call it P Day, Parks Day, Visit Matheson Hammocks Park. This is the first public park in the county. It offers the bayfront amenities, recreational activities, and of course, it has that beautiful atoll pool. It has the Mangroves Trail, one of my favorites. Then you have the Hollover Beach. This is a public park beach area, sandy beaches. It has a man-made canal that connects Biscayne Bay. It also offers a clothing optional beach, kite flying across the way. Hollover Beach, the clothing optional beach, we connect those who travel here where they could still have the recreational opportunities as well. So Hollover Beach up in the north. Then we have Reynolds Park. The first time I took my daughters there, they said, "Mom, I really think the fairies live here." And if you visited Reynolds Park, the established hammock of that park is extraordinary. It has native hammocks, it has rocklands, beautiful wildlife, and it has beautiful green spaces. We just a couple of years installed a nature-based playground there. And so again, I challenge you to visit one of these heritage parks. That was Reynolds Park. Let me take you to Crandon Park, Barrier Island Park with 2 miles of beaches. The Biscayne Bay views are exceptional. It has the historical elements. It has remnants of the old zoo, of the Crandon Zoo. You'll see peekaboo sightings of the exhibits there, and the gardens are beautiful as well. Sand dune restoration projects. You have on the north side of the park, you have the Crandon Visitor and Nature Center area to explore, and those beautiful trails as well. Then let's head on to our destinations, heritage parks. We have the Deering Estate, 444 acres of this site. It incorporates environmental, art, archaeological, and historical preservations. It's registered under the National Register of Historic Places. This is not only a local destination, but it is also a place where we could visit a Takesta Indian mound, and you're taken through the beautiful walkways and trails with a naturalist there at the Deering Estate. The Deering Estate is also a beautiful backdrop for weddings and milestones as well. You get to visit both of the houses there now. There's one under construction, but this time of year, you could see manatees there in the bay. Highly encouraged to visit the Deering Estate. And I know that they do have events that happen there. We just had our Valentine concert. And then we do have this seafood festival coming up soon. Then let's head down to South Dade, to the Redlands. We have the Fruit and Spice Park. This is a 37-acre showcasing exotic fruits, herbs, spices, nuts from around the world. Let's say you couldn't take a travel trip this Valentine's Day. We'll take them to Fruit and Spice. They have over 180 different types of mangoes, 70 types of bamboo, 40 types of banana trees, jackfruit trees, herbs, vegetables. You could actually see an African baobab tree. So visit these incredible heritage parks. In fact, I mean, you could even taste cocoa at Fruit and Spice, just have a little bit of chocolate to your next date. And then lastly, we have our Homestead Bayfront Park, neighboring Biscayne National Park. Together, both of these parks protect the natural zones and the coastal wetlands. 90 acres of Homestead Bayfront Park is accessible to the public. It has another feature, the atoll swimming area as well, and a great restaurant as well. So I give you the challenge of visiting our 7 heritage parks this year. Again, they do hold great significance in our history. I'm going to jump a couple of years into our homeroom charter. In the 1957, Miami-Dade County was granted the power within certain areas, right, to adopt their own rules for governing, and with the Board of County Commissioners acting as the governing body. Then I'm going to jump to 1972. It's right where that tropical park icon is at. That is in 1972, the decade of progress in Miami-Dade County. This significant initiative really allowed Miami-Dade County to aim to enhancing the public service and the infrastructures. And this decade of progress you could see really in our regional parks with the equestrian center at Tropical Park. Let's jump to the 1990s. Let's pause for a second. Let's take you back to the 1990s. And if you could think of some of those love songs that hit the billboard, I'm going to let you think for a little while, see what some of those love songs are all about. And while you do that, I do want to invite you to our Love in Concert taking place at one of our heritage parks at Reynolds Park. That's February 22nd. So let me give you some of those Billboard love songs that happened during the 1990s, just to name a few. Let's see how many you remember. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. How about this one? I'll Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. For those that love rock, how about I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith? And for all of our country lovers out there, Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. So during the 1980s, this is where we got our Article 7. Remember, I call that the love letter? I think it's perfect for the 1980s. Again, this established the policy that parks, aquatic preserves, lands are acquired by the county, by Miami-Dade County Parks for preservation and shall be entrusted for education, pleasure, and recreation of the public. So 1980s was definitely for the love of parks era, in my opinion. Today, through the general bond obligation, these are used to finance capital improvement projects through the Building Better Communities program. Again, our open space master plan, which is our 50-year vision of unifying a livable, sustainable Miami-Dade County through parks, public spaces, natural areas, cultural areas, greenways, water trails, and streets. So that is part of our green legacy. I hope you're still counting those hearts. So I do want to share a couple of statistics. I think this is important. And as you look at the numbers on the screen, we are the first accredited park system in the United States, serving over 2 million. This is remarkable for our department, but a couple of other incredible accolades as well. I want to share that our parks department in your backyards, we have over 300 parks and 400,000 acres of passive, active, and environmental endangered lands. We operate 60 recreational centers and maintain over 17 miles of beaches. Now, I do want to say that through our sea turtle conservation program, during the time of March through October, our Miami-Dade County Parks Sea Turtle Conservation Unit, they actually monitor 19 miles of beaches. We also serve over 400,000 swimmers at our aquatic facilities and over 100,000 boat launches at our marinas. Our zoo, Zoo Miami, is the 5th largest zoo in the United States, which over 900 visitors and about 20 million in earned revenue annually. And then you see some of those great other numbers that are reflected on the screen. Our mission and vision at your Miami-Dade County Parks, Recreation, and Open Spaces Department, I want to share that we create outstanding recreational and natural and cultural experiences. You saw that through our heritage parks and the wonderful experiences that Zoo Miami Deering Estate prudence spikes, our marinas, our golf courses. We have something for everyone. And truly, with our mission is to enrich you and to enhance the quality of life of our community for this and future generations. Our mission is simple. And, you know, Miami-Dade being nestled within 2 national parks, our vision is just perfect, connecting people and parks for life. I do want to share our core values. I think this is critical to ensure that we are providing the best level of service to all of those that visit our parks regularly and also come visit us from across the globe. I do want to mention that in June of 2025, Christina White was appointed as our director, the director of Miami-Dade County Parks, Recreation, and Open Spaces. She has brought more than 2 decades of public service and visionary leadership to one of the nation's largest and most diverse park system in the nation. With a degree in environmental studies from Florida International University, she brings a dynamic combination of environmental knowledge, large-scale operational leadership, and what I truly enjoy about Christina is her personal passion for health and wellness and community impact. And we are all honored to have her lead the department into the future with these core values of customer focus, leadership, innovation, inclusiveness, stewardship, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. So I started the presentation sharing our numbers of visitors and also our residents, but customers are really in the forefront of our customer focus. It's not customer service for us. Customers are why. PROS maintains a 2-tier park system, as I shared with you, with the regional parks and then your local parks. Our goal is to improve health, happiness, and prosperity by fostering lifelong connections between communities and parks. You know, I call parks our natural equalizers. We have so many milestones that we celebrate in parks, and sometimes we forget about that. So when I have conversations, I remind my friends and family, open up your photo albums, right? And the incredible memories that are made in parks. So also with our customers, we prioritize exceptional facilities, recreational opportunities, and thoughtful stewardship while maintaining high standards for performance and efficiency and management practices. And we want to make sure that we continue to serve our customers in this way. With the what, and you're going to see this in a little bit, we do focus on placemaking, health and fitness, and conservation and stewardship. You know, sometimes when I have these conversations about parks, everybody thinks of parks of playgrounds and ball fields. And I hope that in today's presentation, you see that we are much more than that. And the how is just through performance excellence and sustainability and our commitment to our management best practices professionally at a national level and at a state level. I want to share a little bit about our pride culture. Our pride culture stands for Parks and Recreation, improving the delivery of excellence. This is for a passion for excellence, and it's about continuous learning and improvement that drives us to be the best and the most competitive advantage based on our core values: excellence, leadership, teamwork, customer focus, integrity, innovation, inclusiveness, and stewardship. I mean, when I look at this picture of our park professionals, they really live a park life. And I hope that when you visit our parks that you get to know them. Lots of them are your neighbors. And not only do they work, but they also play at their neighborhood parks as well. This is a great shot of our team. I do want to share our strategic objectives. I call this the park pavilion, if you will. This is the 5 strategic objectives that provide the framework for our department's priorities, and they include sustainability, placemaking and design excellence, health and fitness, conservation and stewardship, performance excellence. These objectives align with the mayor's overall strategies, the county's strategic plan and their priorities, the PRO's annual business and budget plans, and we promote a greater efficiency and promotions and performance. And that's critical to make sure that this park pavilion stands strong. And you see the orange with placemaking and design excellence to achieve memorable experiences by building beautiful parks and resilient parks. Health and fitness is to achieve health equity through evidence-based programs and education. Our Fit to Play program, our Fit to Lead internship program. Right now during the summer, we have positions available, and we will be having in-person job fairs for summer hiring to be part of the health and fitness component for our summer programs. Conservation and stewardship. This is where we create park stewards through education and conservation. And then lastly, our performance excellence. Previous slides before, you saw the great accolades, but this is to make sure that we continue to implement our best practices and have the best framework to drive organizational excellence. And I'll share a little bit about that as well. So from the park pavilion, I want to introduce you to our park divisions and our park functions. We have our enterprise and conservation. Here you'll find marinas, our 7 heritage parks. And once again, I would love to challenge you, right, to visit the 7 heritage parks. We have our beautiful beach parks, Zoo Miami, Deering Estate, Fruit and Spice Park, our conservation, education, and resource management division, and that includes our beach operations, our natural areas management, our sea turtle conservation program, and our volunteer and parks program known as our VIP program. We also have excellent golf courses, our campgrounds, and our Trailblades range. So from our enterprise and conservation, this is a wonderful mix of destinations and exploration of what I say in parks. You could see Miami differently through parks. In the blue, we have our operation and aesthetics department functions. This includes your local community parks and aquatics. We have great family aquatic facilities with water slides. We also have our recreation program services, our regional parks, our park security. I also call them our park rangers, our right-of-way aesthetics and aesthetics management. We also maintain and manage our causeways. We have our sports, turf, and landscape services, and our construction and maintenance team. Heading into the orange, we have our planning and capital programs. Here, the Parks Department plans and research. We also do property management, grants, and external funding opportunities. We design and construct, we procure, and we do our scheduling and cost estimates. Again, way beyond just playgrounds and ball fields. And lastly, our finance and administration team. Here we have our revenue generating contracts. We have our fleet and procurement unit, our human resource team, our budget and finance management team, our strategic technology, and our special assessment districts. So again, just like one of the largest parks system in the nation and the most diverse, again, so are our park functions. What you see out there in the park system, what you encounter at parks, this beautiful slide is a tribute to all of the park professionals in and out of the office in our parks department. I see another heart on the screen. I hope you're tallying how many hearts you see out there in the presentation. But let's dive a little bit deeper in the culture of delivering excellence, and really the voice of our communities are truly what drives us here at Miami-Dade Parks and to live a park life. Overall, our customer satisfaction is 89%, compared to the national benchmark of 77. As I mentioned before, we're the first accredited CAPRA agency serving over 2 million. Our commitment to delivering excellence is truly a reflection of our customer satisfaction rate. We've been nationally accredited for over 30 years. This journey of excellence started in 1995. This year, once again, we earned the CAPRA reaccreditation with 100% compliance. Our Zoo Miami has also maintained the AZA accreditation for over 41 years. And additionally, we are a two-time winner of the Florida Governor Sterling Award. This is the highest recognition of an organization in Florida, both for public and private. And we've received this regarding our performance excellence. I do want to mention that we do compete along top public and private sector organizations like Wellstar Health System, AT&T, Dade and Broward Health Departments, and others with this great designation. This truly emphasizes our track record of ensuring efficient and transparent processes that drive operational excellence. And I hope that you see that when you visit our parks. And I forgot to mention, CAPRA stands for the Commission for Accreditation of Parks and Recreation Agencies. And AZA stands for the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. So you could see there our track record is really a culture of delivering excellence in your Miami-Dade County Park system. Just to dive a little bit deeper, I did want to mention that 9 out of 10 park patrons are very satisfied with the professionalism and our courteous staff. And once again, when you visit our parks, please make sure that you meet one of our park professionals out there. 92% mention that our parks here in Miami-Dade County are safe and secure. You know, we also have a one-stop shop where you create an account through our park link, and you could visit our website and you could see all of the opportunities, all of the events, customer opportunities to see Miami differently through our destinations, through parks. You also have an opportunity to sign up for volunteer opportunities, from beach cleanups to plantings, restoration of natural habitats throughout the county, since we serve from county line to county line. So I do want to encourage you to visit our website and create an account through ParkLink. And that way you could sign up and be part of this For the Love of Park story. As I said before, our customer feedback results really demonstrate the dedication to the high quality service and our operations. And there's so much more. There's something for everyone in Miami-Dade County Parks. And I hope that you do take an opportunity to visit at least 7 of the heritage parks. Some of our upcoming events we have in the Company of Women in March. And we will continue to offer our summer camp program. So if you're looking for great opportunities, either at a nature-based facility through our Eco Adventures team or our recreation camps, those will be opening up soon. And as I've mentioned, we are currently hiring for our summer camp experiences. So if you know of anyone 17 and older looking for a summer seasonal job, those jobs are now posted at miamidade.gov/parks, and they can apply online. Or if you stay tuned, we also have some in-person hiring fairs that will be shared on social media, so they could come and apply in person. If you have not found that little heart in this picture, this is actually one of our nature-based playgrounds at Kendall Indian Hammocks Park. If you want to visit that park as well. And I do want to thank District 7 for allowing Miami-Dade Parks to be a part of this educational journey webinar. I do want to share that we have Miami-Dade Parks that's going to join these webinars on a monthly basis. And next month, we're going to kick off Miami-Dade County sea turtle season, which starts March all the way through October. So when you join us for this webinar in March, you're going to meet our sea turtle team. They're going to share with you what turtles visit our beaches along our spring breakers, since that's also a high season for us in our beach parks. So I hope you could tune in next month when we continue sharing the power of parks. And I do also want to encourage you to stay connected and visit and join us at Miami-Dade Parks on our social media channels. And if you have a great love story or want to share anything with me, that's also my email address as well. So with that, thank you so much for joining this lunch and learn session with Miami-Dade County Parks. It's been an honor to represent the department and the county and to continue to serve each and every one of you. Take the challenge, visit our 7 heritage parks, make up for that Valentine's Day, and for the love of parks, continue to enjoy each and every one of our parks here in Miami-Dade County. Back to you, Alejandro.